We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Detroit! Detroit!
1st down, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Chubb. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards there and a 1st down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit!
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
second down, Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On first down, Newton. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Out of the gun, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Come on, the ball. Gun.
They go play action here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards. Yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Come on.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go, Carl.
They run again with Morris. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they're going to get this one all the way on across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Mayfield now on second down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. From left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A first down throw from Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. On the stop was Aaron Donald. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get any. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play, and it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy, so that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. And from down in Miami, an update. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Gano's kick is right through. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, here's Newton. And an alley to run. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Hey. 4 down.
Throwing, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Mayfield on play action. And this is going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Newton on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jamie Collins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's Njoku over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw, Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Leopard! Leopard!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try the air now with Newton. It's caught by Funchess. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Morris. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. And Gano's kick is right through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
He's back to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. Back to throw. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Gone!
Back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Carolina, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say